at this point, gusto natin gawin ay magpahula kay Roy. Roy, can you tell our fortunes? Because apparently, your foresight is incredible. Guessing that the game would end up in a...
Where's the costume na pag-usapan? You were supposed to wear the fortune teller costume.
Fortune teller.
What is it? The if you give it to me, I'll wear it for the next one.
Just go.
Just give me a moment. I'll tell you where it is.
Okay, you were the one who was able to foresee. Hey, we're gonna have a draw. But what else did you see in the match between Malaysia against the Philippines?
It was a good performance. The Azkals were trying really hard on this one. The game was well thought out throughout the whole game, through every minute. And so it's a good result in the end. Malaysia, as I said last time, they're a higher ranked opponent. They're like the next step up for the Azkals to reach in Southeast Asia. So a draw is a good result, with leading obviously for most of the game. So there were some really good performances, and team-wise they were looking much more solid. Defensively was a lot better. They kept going from the Australia game where it was a good performance, and they really solidified some of the problems that we've said before about them.
It was, for me, one of the more entertaining games of the Azkals. Sarap panoorin na, up and down.
Except yung field.
Yeah.
Except the field.
Maybe that's why it's down. Skip midfield, don't ask.
It was the worst part of my observation in the game. It's the field. But I think the management scouted the team well. They made their preparations. Instead of putting in another attacking midfield, they concentrated on putting another defensive midfield, which is next on Moy, and which countered, because we all knew that the power of Malaysia came from number 10, number 8, respectively the striker, and the captain, which is the central midfield. And then we saw the fluidity. Also, I mean, it was more on a counter attack also based play, but you know, we had our chances. We had more chances on goal against Malaysia, against them to us. And you know, we just weren't able to convert, and then momentary lapse lang at the end. But you know, we're getting there. We're getting there, and it's really a good showing, especially na this is a ranking match in a way.
Yeah,
it's the first time it mattered.
And when you think about it, our football, we're looking at the target muna dito, Southeast Asia, being up there with the powerhouses of Southeast Asia. You said, everyone, I guess we're all in agreement. Ganda nung game. Game was really nice.
Yes,
is it because of it was a game of styles that really matched with each other? That's why it became entertaining?
The Azkals seemed to change style. Against like Nepal, they played very fluent football, very fluid with passing, moving. With this, it was more like Stoke City. They were an English team. They basically pump the ball into the box and try and head it in. Defend strong, and then just smash it up the pitch and try and score. Their usual way of scoring, they scored more goals from long throw-ins than anything else. And obviously, from a long throw.
It's not really a skillful way to score, but you know, it's effective.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very effective. And then, this is the first time that I saw a lineup that's all Phil foreigners. I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't care. We got the win. We got the result that we wanted. But at the same time, one thing that I was surprised about was that Malaysia played the Philippine style of football instead of the other way around. Because they were caught up with I don't know how, I don't know what happened, but when you see Malaysia, they're building up from the back line, and then suddenly they're gonna throw the ball up.
That's why
similar to the Philippines.
Wide open, everyone's really running up and down.
Counter na lang ng Philippines after getting that. I mean, magandang yung defensive line natin, very strong. They got it, threw it again, and then nagugulat yung Malaysia kasi bumabalik ka agad sa kanila eh. So, you know, very good tactics based from the coaching staff. I have to applaud them for that. So. Yun yung maganda. Actually, very, very nice game.
Okay. Best improvements in terms of, not about personalities, but in terms of, was it the defense, was it our midfield play, or was it our strikers? What was the biggest change for this game?
For me, it was a defense. One goal conceded is a lot less than the average previously. They kept it tight for most of the game. Defensively, it was a lot more organised, as Alvin said. It was defensively, the line was much better, and that organisation cohesion was a lot better.
Yeah, I have to agree with Roy. The defensive line, we saw its improvement from Dubai until now. It's really very consistent and constantly improving. And then, I mean, for me, I would also want to point out a bit more improvement on the finishing. So because we had a lot of chances, but we missed them. But defense is bet first. We have to establish first the defense.
So it's a very even game.
You were saying, diba? It's first game in home soil after Dubai. So yung kailangan lagi magdo-Dubai. We have to leave first, get some training. But with this match, they're saying, okay, Malaysia's next in line in terms of ranking. So is it by just drawing at home? Is it something that is a big plus for us, or do we have to say we should have gotten the points or sorry, the win here at home?
Well, sa akin kasi pag Philippines, as a lot of commentators state, as long as the Philippines are playing, whether home and away, it doesn't matter. It's always home because a lot of the Filipinos are around. A lot of the fans. But for me, one game at a time, this was a very, very good improvement. And then, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Yun lang. Kasi baka mamaya masyado, kaya na to, kaya na. Mahirap yan eh. I mean, constant improvement lang tayo, one game at a time. So, let's look at the Challenge Cup. Maganda naman, based on this improvement.
It's a good springboard.
Very good springboard.
Confidence-wise.
Yes.
So, can you look into the future?
Siyempre dapat yan.
Since we already talked about Philippines against Malaysia, can you already see what's gonna happen to the number of hits of this
episode?
Let's throw it
lifetime, lifetime.
Sisikat ba ako?